welcome to Gen X and Gen Z Princesses. I'm Fleur, my mom's Elaine, and in this channel we talk about different situations and give you our takes on them. We may agree, sometimes we may not agree. One says one thing, the other says the other, but we also won't know till the video comes out. So that's definitely going to be interesting. Definitely going to be an interesting conversation later when it does get posted. So let's get right into it.
Where are the men's rights activists right now? Because with this whole P. Diddy thing, this is your moment. This is what y'all have been clamoring about. We need to take care of men's mental health. We need to take care of the men who get abused. It happens all the time and everybody looks the other way. Nobody cares about men. Men are always in the dirt. We're always struggling and nobody cares. But when all of these allegations come out, y'all just called the victims gay and then moved on. Y'all are just doing all the homophobia that they thought you were going to do, which is how this worked in the first place. P. Diddy didn't blackmail them and say that he was going to take their career. He said that he was going to just tell people that they were intimate with a man. That's it. And that's what they were afraid of. Like, think of the mental toil that happened to these men. They would rather keep their image as a straight man than keep their safety. I'm gonna say it again. It was more important to them to keep up their image as a straight man than keep their bodies safe. And y'all on Twitter and Instagram making all these memes and jokes, and I've seen them on TikTok too, y'all are proving that point. That men don't feel safe because of other men.
Don't mind me. I'm just doing the exact same thing he's doing. Looking for you guys. Where are you? All you men's advocates on your podcasts, where are you now? Of course, there's nothing wrong with the advocacy of men's mental health. There's clearly a prevalent issue here when it comes to men's mental health. Yes, we know that. You know that. But it seems like, especially with this Diddy situation, you guys are nowhere to be found. Especially, y'all are always saying men get abused, men's mental health. We don't talk about men's struggles. Men commit more suicide than women do. We don't get our own month. Y'all get March for Women's Month. What do we get? How about the other 11 months for since the dawn of time? The Bible. How about that? You guys scream for men's rights and how there aren't enough safe spaces for men's health, when yet here you have men who have just come up with stories, who we've just found out that they were abused by the same man. They are struggling sexually. They were abused sexually, probably manipulated into doing certain things so that their dreams of being a star and having the life that they've always wanted could have stayed welly afloat. And here you are making jokes. Here you are in real time seeing sexual assault victims, male sexual assault victims, and you're making light of the situation. You're joking them, calling them gay, making them questioning their masculinity as if now it's some sort of joke, as if they don't have it anymore, as if it's been thrown out into the trash. It's so hurtful to see. It's so hurtful to see. You guys call them gay derogatively. You make fun of them on your podcasts, and you never say, "Hey, are you okay? That must have been really traumatic for you. I'm sorry that happened to you," like any person with empathy does. Except the thing is, you guys don't allow yourselves to feel. You do not allow yourselves to have that vulnerability. You don't have any safe spaces where a man can just let down this strong facade that men are supposed to have so that they can really feel anymore. There isn't any of that. You don't allow yourselves to feel. Then you have sons and you don't allow them to feel. You don't teach them to feel. And you see people who do such. You see men who have actually been able to overcome that fear of feeling, and you laugh at him, you call him gay, and you say you're raising a little F word. Does that make sense? It's like all the pots are on the stove. The ingredients have been well seasoned, yet you want the things to burn. Do you even want to eat? I don't think you do. No one who's hungry does such a thing. No one. No wonder so many of you struggle so much and commit so much times more. You don't make effort to make it so that men don't have to be afraid of feeling. Do you know how many guys my age of the same thing, they'll get into relationships with my friends, and then I'll hear stories of, oh, and then I'll talk to the guys because they're also my friends, and they'll say, well, I don't know what to do. I wasn't raised with knowledge of how to deal with my feelings the way that I feel right now. I don't know what to do. I really love this girl. I think I love this girl, but I don't know what to do. I've never felt this way and I don't know what to do. You don't teach your sons how to feel. You'll talk about men this, we don't have this, I don't get to cry, I'm a man. When you see a man crying, you do not say, hey, it's okay. You say, what are you crying for? What are you crying for? That's so hurtful. It's so upsetting. It's okay to feel. Hey, listen, I'm a woman. Probably won't listen to me because women, but it is okay to feel. No one's forcing you not to feel. God wouldn't have given you the ability to feel, cry, to get angry, to worry, to be fearsome if he didn't want you to. There's no verse in the Bible that says men must not cry, unless talking about like fear and you shouldn't worry because I am with you. But still, you're going to cry because why? You're human. You're human. It's okay to feel. However, it's not my place or any woman's place to teach you that. It should be you guys putting, patting each other on the back to say, hey, it's okay. If you're feeling down, I get you. It's no woman's place to make those safe spaces for you when yet you have pushed us out and you treat us like crap all the time. It's now up to you. And you can choose to pick up an empty Coke bottle. You can choose to pick up the torch and do that for you and those who are to come of you or not. And then we stay like this, in this stasis, weird stasis where you all complain, but then you turn around and then you do the very opposite. As if you don't have fully functioning brains inside your heads. I need to get rid of this. I was gonna sell it. I was gonna give it back to the seller because you can get money here. You can get money here for the empty bottles months ago. Doesn't even remember probably. I don't get any money for this.
What's that? Everything's free?
Anyway, as I was saying, it's okay to feel. You shouldn't shame other men for feeling, and we should be actively working towards making safe spaces for men to feel. Everywhere should be a safe space. But then once you see a man feeling, as an example, I saw a guy say, hey, I want to do a sip and paint for my birthday. I'm inviting all my guy friends. And they proceeded to call the man gay. They were like, oh, Jerome, I didn't know you like boys. Painting and drinking wine. When did that become gay? When did it become gay to paint? Didn't Vincent van Gogh paint? He wasn't gay. He was just crazy. Guy cut off his ear. But he wasn't gay. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Why are you clowning people for wanting to have fun? Why are you clowning your fellow men for wanting to have fun? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, I think I'm done. I say all this with love and also just get a grip. Not like get a grip, be like, but get a grip and be like, yeah, I see that this image of masculinity and what it means to be masculine or what it means to be a strong man, a provider who doesn't feel, who's only there to provide for the members of his household. That idea is bull. It's jack. Get rid of it. Take it. Here it is. Bye. Set it on fire. Bye-bye. It's gone. Feel. Bye. Let's hear what my mom has to say.
Yeah, where are you though? Where are the men's rights activists in this critical, very important conversation that pertains to the protection and the rights of men? I have an idea though. But first, a disclaimer. Pick Misha, I need you to sit this one out. Women's activists, feminists, I need you to sit this one out. This is not your fight. This is not our fight. Mothers of girls, I need you to sit this one out as well. Have a break. Pick Misha, go cook something. Go clean a house. Find someone's boyfriend and cater to him and convince him that you're better than his pre-birth girlfriend or something. Because this is a conversation that men and men's rights, so-called men's rights activists need to have about the victims of the so-called abuses of Diddy, who's now called the Diddler. That has nothing to do with me. When Cassie, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, launched her lawsuit against him a few months ago, it was the talk. It closed 2023 out. It was, yeah, she's after the money. Yeah, why is she talking now? Isn't she a married woman? What's that? She's so disrespectful to her husband, talking about what she did with an ex-boyfriend and going after the ex-boyfriend's money and accepting it. No problem. And now the lawsuits come out from from ex-bodyguards, ex-staffers of Diddy who are men. And do not get me talking about that harrowing, disturbing audio of allegedly Diddy diddling Meek Mill. You can't listen to that audio and remain the same. You can't listen to that audio and want to keep your ears. I wanted to cut these off. I only kept them for the piercing. I don't want the piercing. Wouldn't it look funny with no ears? But I digress. Where are the men's rights activists? Do men's rights activists only come out when it's time to be what about? With all these what about isms. When March 9 rolls around, March 8, Women's Day, International Women's Day, you'll have all these men saying, what about Men's Day? Why don't we ever get celebrated? Patriarchy's on the phone. Patriarchy wants to talk to you. It's been Men's Day since the foundation of patriarchy, if you can trace back to whenever that was. And women only get one day. When it's Mother's Day, what about the men? What about all these men who are raising children that are not their own? All this belly aching. But when it's time for men to take action for other men, where is it? Crickets. Patriarchy hurts everyone. And in this instance, as the original creator articulated so well, these men were more image conscious. They were more worried about, their bravado, looking like this tough entertainer, this tough street rapper who has street cred and that kind of thing, rather than someone who was violated and should be compensated by the alleged perpetrator. So they let it sit and they came after Cassie. Why is she talking? Wasn't she his girlfriend? She was consenting. She just wants his money. Ladies, again, sit this one out. Let the men's rights activists activate for themselves. Women are not going to be the ones who take up for these victims. We're not doing that. We've built our own safe spaces. We've argued and contended for our own rights, some paying the ultimate price. Men have to fight for themselves. Are you quiet because this isn't a case of whataboutism? Are you quiet because of that? I don't know, but this is your fight. If you want to continue to be seen as tough and whatever, but expect women to be the ones who give you compliments, you expect women to be the ones who build safe spaces when we're trying to build our own safe spaces to get away from you and the patriarchal system that supports you, you have it coming. You don't know what's coming to you and you're not going to like it. You're cruising for a bruising. That's it. This one, men's rights activists, you're too quiet. Stay out of women's business. We're staying out of this one. Fight for yourselves. Good luck.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.